Live from Fern in the Wild in historic downtown Ennis. This is Coach Talk, brought to you by the law firm of Webster, Vicknair, McLeod.
And Paw.
And Paw. On the Ennis Sports Network, I'm Tim Samuels, the man, the myth, the legend. He's Ronnie Greer. Welcome, everybody. How's everybody doing out there tonight? Yeah. Right on. It's going to be another great show tonight, everybody. We'll talk about that big playoff clincher over them boys from Corsicana with Coach Don Drake. Then we're going to discuss what to expect from Woodrow Wilson in the bi-district round of the playoffs Friday night. We'll have a question and answer session with Ennis players Ryder Newman, Wendarius Jones, Cash Hendricks, and Andre Ibanez. And then we'll also welcome special guest, Coach Victor Monsivas. Did I say that right, Coach?
Monsivas.
And members of the Ennis Lady Lions soccer team. So let's get right to it. Without further ado, please give it up a strong Ennis Lion welcome for football coach Don Drake.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Coach, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Well, we're gonna jump right in it and talk about in this first segment that Corsicana game, the Battle of Chambers Creek game. Coach, this was your first Battle of Chambers Creek as the Ennis head coach. What did it mean to you personally to win that Medal of Honor trophy and in such a dominant fashion as you did?
Well, there was a lot of things going into that game. Obviously, they're really, really important. The playoff piece was huge, as we discussed last week. So really proud of the kids and the way they came out and dominated that game from start to finish. I think as a coach, that's what makes you the most proud is when your kids come out and perform to the level that they're capable of performing. You know, I told them on Monday when we met, I thought that was our most complete performance of the year. And to do that in Week 10, headed into the playoffs, is exactly where you want to be as a program. You know, a lot of times teams will peak too early. I think this particular group is hitting its stride at just the right time.
Coach, Wendarius Jones had a monster first half with 3 touchdowns. What was it that you saw in Corsicana's defense that allowed him to be so effective early?
Well, the turnovers, obviously, early to start the game helped, right, to set up that first score. You know, when we lined up in our heavy package right there and saw how they lined up, and he was able to score standing up that first time. When we got back down there again, they aligned the same way, so we went and tacked it the same way again. So, you know, I just feel like, you know, the kids played really well up front. Again, Wendarius does what Wendarius does, right, which is take the ball and take it to the end zone. I was really proud of the way he finished runs the other night, though. I highlighted that to the kids this week as I was meeting with them on film and showing how he was finishing runs moving forward, right? I mean, all the time we talk about the touchdowns and the fantastic runs he's made throughout the year, but really what impresses me the most the other night is the fact that he'll take a 6 or an 8 yard run and finish it moving forward, right?
Yes.
And that's what you need out of a good back. You need a guy that can go punish the other team and finish runs, and he did that very well.
Coach, let's stay with that for a minute. You talked about the men up front, how well they played. So as you evaluated the offensive line performance, protecting your quarterback the way they did, opening up that run game last Thursday, talk about the performance overall as a group.
Again, really pleased. You know, it seems like we talk about this every week, how that group just continues to grow and mature and perform and play at a really, really high level. And it's so critical. I mean, I tell y'all all the time, you got to win the game up front. I mean, and if you don't win the game up front, the offensive line, the defensive line, it's really hard to move the football or stop somebody else from moving the football. And so, you know, our kids have a lot of pride up front. Coach Anderson's done a great job with them all year, and they just continue to improve and execute on Friday night or on game night, and just really proud of what they're doing.
Right on. Well, Coach, in your post-game interview with us on the Ennis Sports Network, you mentioned playing conservatively in the second half. That's easy for me to say.
Yeah.
How did you balance protecting your lead like that with keeping the offense timing sharp heading into the playoffs?
Yeah, I think it's a catch-22, honestly. You know, it's like one of those things as a coach. If you play it conservative and somehow they get themselves back in the game, right, then everybody's like, why we slow it down? Why we play so conservative, right? But on the flip side of that, If you do something on the offensive side that creates opportunities for them to get back in the game, then it's the other side of the coin, right? With, what are we doing throwing the ball, or why are we doing this? So, for me, it's more about, hey, we're going to have to do what we do, which was run the football and eat some clock. Our defense was playing great. We're going to make sure we don't do anything that's going to allow them the opportunity to get back into the game, which we were able to do. We scored one late there. It was kind of that deal of, we've been really patient the whole second half, and now let's go put one in the air and show what we could have been doing the whole second half, right, to finish that game off. But in terms of balancing that, I don't worry about that a whole lot because we spend so much time in practice repping what we're going to do, right? We've got so many game reps, too, throughout the course of the season, and I feel like our kids are in a good place, and doing that the other night wasn't going to affect us in a negative way.
Coach, you mentioned that defense. You had a lot of guys that had some big defensive performances in that game, but Aaron Laza had quite the night, did he not, Coach? 2 interceptions, including a pick 6. Talk about the growth and development, the impact from that young man right there.
Yeah, really happy for him. He's a guy that's a first-year varsity player, right? First-year varsity starter. And has had his ups and downs. I mean, that's just the way that it goes, right? For a guy that doesn't have a whole lot of experience, but he's just continued to buy into what we're selling, right? Continue to believe in what we're doing. Continues to play really hard, and then goes out there the other night and just has a phenomenal performance, right? So really excited about that for him because it just puts proof to the pudding, right? If you just continue to keep your head down, go to work, and believe in what we're doing. The good things are going to happen for you, and as a result, when they happen for you, they're going to happen for our football team, and ultimately that's what we're after. So,
and he has been a beast at times.
He has. He's played really, really well, and so just really proud of him that he was able to experience that kind of success.
Well, Coach, Chris Martinez's 49-yard touchdown pass to Travion Stewart was just pure electricity. How has their chemistry evolved over the season between those
they
two?
definitely have developed a trust there, right, of being able to put the ball in the air and Travion to go get it. I think when he met with y'all on the show that night, you asked him what his favorite route was, and he said the fade route. And, the kid runs really, really well, right? I mean, he's got explosive speed, and he's shown some the ability to be acrobatic with the catch, too. Yes. I mean, he's had a one-handed catch once, maybe even twice this season. He's able to get behind the defense, and Chris just does a great job of laying the ball out there. So there's a lot of trust that Travion can go win those one-on-one matchups, which is great to see.
So, Coach, 2 defensive touchdowns, as we were just talking about a while ago. Talk about how proud you are of this defense, not only shutting down Corsicana, contributing on the scoreboard, and maybe themselves peaking at the right time when you want them to.
Yeah, I think so. If you go back to the fourth quarter of our Crandall game until the 2 complete games of Poteet and Corsicana, I think our defense has played as well as they played the entire season. And so, again, you want them peaking at the right time, and they've shown that. The fact that they've been able to score touchdowns. I told the kids on Monday as we watched the film, the opposing team expects the other team to score some, right? I mean, that's what offenses are supposed to do. What they don't expect is the defense from the other team to be able to score.
Yeah.
And so when you put the ball in the end zone offensively, then you turn right back around on defense, and we get the cause fumble, and Cash picks it up, takes it to the end zone. It's a 14-point swing in a matter of about 30 or 40 seconds, right? So it's a real kick to the stomach when you're Corsicana, right? And it's really hard to overcome those kind of things. So I'm hoping that our defense will continue that and creating those turnovers and scoring off of them, because it sure makes the job as a play caller a whole lot easier.
Well, this is Mark's 11 straight victories over Corsicana. So how did you keep your team so focused and hungry in a game that it's been so one-sided, here recently?
Yeah, I think a lot of it was what was on the line, right?
Yeah.
And our kids know. I mean, they've fought their tail off all year to put themselves in position to go make the playoffs, and we were going to control that situation. We weren't going to let somebody else control it for us. And so, from the moment they took the field the other night, from the opening kick till the final whistle, I thought they played with a lot of passion and a lot of intensity and a lot of physicality. And we talk all the time about, physicality is what wins games, especially games like that. And so I was really proud of the fact that the kids didn't get absorbed in the emotion of the game. We talked about calm over chaos all week long, right? That there was going to be some opportunities there for your emotions to take over, and I thought our kids really channeled that energy in the right way and turned it into explosive plays on offense and defense and special teams rather than a bunch of chatter, right? That didn't really accomplish much.
So, Coach, you won 5 out of your last 7, marching into the playoffs, now less than 48 hours away. We're going to talk about the Woodrow Wilson Wildcats when we come back with more Coach Talk with head football coach Don Drake. We'll do that right after this timeout.
Hey Ennis Lions fans, we invite you to come and enjoy Fern in the Wild in downtown Ennis. Located at 211 West Knox Street, this locally owned hidden gem offers farm fresh dishes, all made in-house and from scratch. You will also enjoy craft cocktails, boutique shopping, and Wednesday through Saturday an inviting speakeasy, all in a charming historic setting. Come join us for lunch, dinner, and you don't want to miss the Wild Brunch on Saturday and Sundays. Go to ferninthewild.com to make your reservation. Fern in the Wild. Come make yourself at home, y'all.
Kozlowski's Collision Repair is run by a family that will treat your vehicle like their own. Located in Ennis, they provide professional and affordable collision repair that you can depend on. Dent removal, auto body work, and collision repair, you name it, and they'll take care of it. Contact Kozlowski's Collision Repair today at 972-875-3900 for all of your collision repair needs. Kozlowski's Collision Repair, a proud sponsor of the Ennis Lions. When it comes to home building or improvement in Ellis County, one name stands out: Blackland Building Supply in Ennis. Decades of experience, the Blackland team knows what builders and homeowners need: quality products, fair prices, and reliable availability. Their massive 16,000 square foot showroom and 5 acres of lumber ensure you'll find exactly what you're looking for. Visit them at 1701 South Kaufman in Ennis or call 972-878-0995. Blackland Building Supply, local, dependable, and proud supporters of the Ennis Lions.
Harmony Bank is a proud sponsor of the Ennis Lions. At Harmony Bank, we believe better happens together. We feel the same when we watch our Ennis Lions come together on the field. Harmony Bank is a community bank dedicated to this community, and we build real connections by delivering unsurpassed banking solutions for families and for businesses. Visit any of our convenient locations in Ennis, Waxahachie, Italy, Rice, Kemp, 7 Points, or at one of our 5 locations in Dallas. Come see us at Harmony Bank. Member FDIC.
The boys are back in town, so gear up for another Ennis Lions football season with some new glass. Here at Ennis Glass, the job isn't finished until you're satisfied. Family owned and operated for 35 years, Mike and Chris Vasquez knows what it takes to get the job done right.
So call now and get your free estimate today, 972-878-9902. That's 972-878-9902. Financing available.
The glass that lasts. Ennis Glass, proud sponsors of Ennis Lions football.
Hungry for real Texas favorites? Come to Alma Smokehouse Barbecue off I-45 in Alma, Texas. Family owned and operated by Jesse and Susan Martinez since 2009. Alma Smokehouse serves up mouth-watering favorites like baby back ribs, succulent brisket, smoked sausage, and much more. They've even got you covered for breakfast. So bring your appetite to 6531 Southwest I-45, Ennis, Texas, or call 972-875-2669. That's Alma Smokehouse Barbecue, where Texas flavor meets family tradition.
Welcome back, everybody, to Fern in the Wild as we continue with more Coach Talk with head football coach Don Drake. For Ronnie Greer, I'm Tim Samuels. Of course, this segment brought to you by Webster, Vicknair, and McLeod. How about a big round of applause out there? Are we ready for playoff football this Friday night? That's what I'm talking about. Speaking of the Woodrow Wilson Wildcats, to all of our people out there, did y'all know Woodrow Wilson? Coach, you might know this one, you might not. Woodrow Wilson has produced 2 Heisman Trophy winners. Don't Google it. Just see if you can tell Ronnie who it is.
Only one of 2 high schools in the nation to do so.
There you go.
Heisman High, I think's what they call it.
A fast fact about the opponent for the Ennis Lions. Well, Coach.
Anybody want to step up?
Anybody got a guess? Todd Jones is cheating over there.
Davey O'Brien's one of them.
Don't
that
play.
Is right.
Hey, you don't want to play that guy in cards.
The other one played at Notre Dame.
Yes, he did.
Was a receiver at Notre Dame.
Yes, he did.
Tim Brown.
Yep. Coach, let's jump into this. Your team has faced a lot of adversity in that final half of district play. You had a lot of playoff games in a row. We talked about that. You did finish in that third slot in a very competitive, tough District 6 5A. Going into Friday night, what do you feel has been the key to your team's consistency in this last few games down the playoff stretch?
Well, again, I think it's a growth process throughout the course of the year. You know, we've played a really tough schedule, and a lot of that tough schedule happened, you know, early on, even in district play, right? The toughest opponents in district play seem to hit right at the start. And so our team really had to experience a lot of growth, and a lot of that growth came through some uncomfortable moments, right? But that's where you grow, is when you get uncomfortable. And so, you know, those uncomfortable moments, as we struggled through some of those losses early on, taught us a lot about ourselves. And then when we got into that Crandall game and we faced that adversity, and the kids just really came together, right? And went out and won that football game in a great football game against a great opponent. And I think that's where it all started, right? Because I've told y'all this before, like belief drives confidence, confidence drives effort, and effort drives performance.
Absolutely.
And so, you know, I think that win over Crandall created a belief within them that, hey, all this stuff's Coach been telling me since he took this position over in early February, you know, it's starting to come to fruition, right? And then they went out and did it again against Poteet and again against Corsicana. And now the challenge is, obviously, you got to go recreate it 1 week at a time if you want to keep this thing going, and I think they do.
Well, Coach, Woodrow Wilson has shown resilience, especially in those close games that they played. What stands out to you about their style of play, and how are you preparing for it?
Yeah, I think their kids play really, really hard, which is a credit to the coaching staff, right, and that they get that out of them. You know, they're a balanced offensive attack, so they're about 50-50 in the run-pass. They throw a lot of RPO games, so puts a lot of pressure on your defense, obviously, because you're trying to stop the run, but obviously that opens up some throwing lanes, and they do a pretty good job of taking advantage of those. So, you know, I would say offensively they're very productive, as their scores have shown. Obviously, last week they won 48-0, I believe, over Hillcrest, really, and really dominated that game. The other piece of that is their special teams have been a big impact for them. You know, the other night in that Hillcrest game, I think they onsided it or pooched it multiple times and ended up getting the ball back, which led to some of that score, right, and how it resulted. So we talked to the kids this week about, you know, they are going to put the ball in an onside situation or a short pooch situation. We've tried to work through all those scenarios to make sure we're prepared for that.
So, Coach, your offense averaging over 30 points a game. What matchups do you find as favorable going in against the Wildcats?
Hey, you know, Tim.
I
I'm
know.
not gonna tell you all that. Well, let me just draw it up here for you, Tim, and we'll just put it out there on YouTube for everybody to see. But no, I think we match up really well up front. I really do, and that's where it all starts, as I've said before. Feel real confident in our run game. I think we've got some receivers that have the ability to make some explosive plays over the top. Obviously, the flow of the game is going to dictate some of what happens and the opportunities that exist there. But feel really good headed in about our offense's opportunities to go score some points.
Notice how I gave him that question.
Yeah.
What about that? They got some skill out there, that number one.
Yeah, they do. They've got a big
6'5"
wide receiver that – he's definitely a threat, you know. And
they wing it around pretty good.
You know, thankfully, we've got two tall corners ourselves. They're not 6'5", but they are pretty tall and athletic, so we feel pretty good about that matchup. But that's one definitely we'll have to keep our eye on.
Well, Coach, Ennis has a proud playoff tradition. How are you using that legacy to motivate this year's squad heading into Friday night?
You know, every morning when these guys walk into the field house, they get to look up there at a bunch of banners with all these teams, right, that are hanging there, and to get a banner, you got to win double-digit football games, right, to get hung up there. And so, you know, for us, it's like, what do you want your legacy to be, right? Are you willing to put in the work and play with the kind of intensity level that allows us to hang your banner up there for years to come, for us to point to years and years down the road and remember the legacy of this squad? So that's really what I've been trying to bring to their attention.
Give me Coach chill bumps, Coach.
Well, Coach, the senior class has weathered a lot over the last few seasons. How's that experience? How's it shaped their identity heading into this playoff run?
Yeah, I think that, this group has wanted to be in this spot, right? And it's more than just want to be in that position. You got to be willing to put in the work to get there. And I'm sure with me stepping in as the new coach, there was a whole lot of uncertainty, a whole lot of things that they didn't exactly know what I was going to be like and how things were going to operate under me. And so, it takes some buy-in from them, right, and some trust and some belief and building a relationship and building building that trust relationship, as I discussed, to really sell out, to go do what I've told them they can do, and I think that they believe that and they know that, and I think that that coupled with the fact that they have a lot of pride, pride in being from Ennis and representing this town, this community in the right way, and having a real passion for wanting to accomplish that, and they've been able to do it. And the message I've given to them this week is, man, we're here. You've earned the right to be here, right? Now let's not just be happy about being here, but let's move forward, right? We got more work. We got more work to do. That's right.
Well, Coach, we appreciate it. We want to wish you and the Lions the best of luck on Friday night. Hope everybody gets out to Forrester Field and support the Ennis Lions. Of course, if you can't be there, certainly tune into our YouTube channel. Coach, good luck.
Thank you.
You'll do well. That's Coach Don Drake. Give it up for Coach Drake, if you would, please. We'll go into a Webster, McNair, McLeod timeout, and when we come back, we're going to visit with some Ennis Lions, and we'll do that right after this.
When life changes in an instant, you need a legal team with a legacy of winning high-stakes, serious injury, and wrongful death cases. At Webster, McNair, and McLeod, we fight aggressively to secure the full compensation you deserve. With over 120 years of combined experience and nationally recognized trial lawyers, we bring trusted strength to complex litigation. Go to wvmlaw.com or call 713-581-3900. Webster, McNair, and McLeod. When the stakes are high, experience matters.
Howdy, folks. This is Dr. Matt Boyd. Our staff at Ennis Veterinary Clinic is positively passionate about your pets. We've been providing the very best care for your four-legged friends here in Ennis for more than 40 years. Dr. Jason Zollinger and I and all the clinic doctors are available for full-service medical and surgical care for your furry friends. Come on in and see our newly remodeled facility or check us out at EnnisVetClinic.com and find some warm hearts for those cold noses. Ennis Veterinary Clinic is proud to support the Ennis Lions.
At Permaco Royalties, LLC, we buy oil royalties, gas royalties, and mineral rights. Our primary focus is the Permian Basin in West Texas, but we buy anywhere in the United States. Permaco Royalties, along with its principals, are committed to providing sellers with the smoothest closing process in the industry. In an effort to deliver to mineral and royalty owners, we offer competitive prices and promise to work quickly from start to finish. If you are interested in getting a free offer with no obligation to sell, please contact us at offer@permaco.com. Hey, Ennis Lions fans, keeping up with a business and understanding its tax obligations can seem overwhelming and complicated. McElroy and Associates is here to help. They offer services including accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, and tax preparation. Their office is informal, their staff is approachable, and their rates are competitive. To schedule an appointment, call 469-903-6101. McElroy and Associates. They look forward to helping you discover a better way to run your business.
This is Jake Willingham, Realtor and Team Leader of the Willingham Group at Keller Williams Realty and proud supporter of the Ennis Lions. We want to wish the Lions all the best this season and thank the community and our clients for their continued support. We're not just about buying and selling properties, we're about building relationships and providing you the best possible real estate experience. Give us a call at 972-740-6851 or visit our website at soldlikeamug.com and let's tackle your real estate goals. Go Lions!
Big mess? No stress. Call Ace Solutions, your local junk removal and bin rental experts. Whether you're cleaning out the garage, remodeling, or demoing a whole building, Ace Solutions has the bin for you. Need construction cleanup? We handle the mess so you don't have to. We're locally owned, available 24/7, and proud to serve Ellis County and beyond. No surprises, just honest pricing and dependable service. Call 972-935-8954 or 214-448-1916. Say habla español. Ace Solutions, you call and we haul.
And we are live. Welcome back, everybody, to Fern in the Wild in downtown Ennis, Texas. I'm Tim Samuels along with Ronnie Greer. And a couple of players that don't need much introduction. Wendarius Jones and Ryder Newman. Appreciate you joining us, fellas.
Give it up.
How y'all doing? Hey. Good to have you guys on the set with us tonight. Ronnie Greer, you going to kick us off, brother?
Sure I will.
Come on.
Ryder, the O-line seemed to set the tone early versus the Tigers. What was the mindset in the trenches coming into that must-win ball game?
Just stay calm, know your keys, block the guy you got to go, know your assignments.
Right on. Y'all did that.
Yes, sir.
Did it well, too.
All right, Wendy, here we go. So Coach Drake trusted you early in that game, setting the tone against Corsicana last week. How did it feel to punch in that first score and ignite that crowd at Lime Memorial Stadium?
Punching in the first score, it felt pretty good. And us scoring first and getting the momentum and getting the crowd.
Just what you wanted to do, right?
Yes, sir.
Take control of that game early.
Yes, sir.
When you saw that fumble and saw that field position, you kind of start getting that feeling?
Yeah.
Stoved up in you?
Yeah, it did.
And then you busted it out?
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Score.
All right. Well, Ryder, Corsicana brought pressure. How did you and the line adjust mid-game to keep that pocket clean and the run lanes open?
Yeah, so throughout the practice that week, we went through it. We tried to go through every blitz they saw on film. We went through it, but we just really stayed calm. We called whoever out needs to stay on a pull or even blocking like a pass play.
Right.
Just stay calm.
Were there any surprises? Was there something new that y'all didn't work on that they tried?
Yeah, they would bring their defense or their outside linebacker, bring him in, but then he would cross all the way to A-gap. He would come all the way around, and the Mike linebacker go all the way back to the C-gap.
Did y'all work a lot with the safety in the box because they had been bringing the safety? So
yes,
you were
sir.
surprised when they did?
Yeah, we weren't surprised when he came down.
Yeah.
So, Wendy, let me ask you this. You scored 3 touchdowns, over 90 yards rushing. What was clicking for you in the offensive line versus those Tigers?
I think it's just knowing we had to come out, start fast, finish fast, and just starting fast and want to score. So I think we just had the mindset. Let's go on keep our foot on the gas and don't come off of it. And so I think that was just the mindset. Just start fast, finish fast.
All gas, no brakes.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Foot on the throat. Right on. I like that. From your perspective at center, Ryder, what moment told you the line was fully locked in and dominating along that line of scrimmage?
Probably Burleson Centennial and Kaufman game, especially when him running 200 yards in Kaufman. We did really good that game. Everybody knows their key. We got everybody fitted up.
Everybody was getting their assignment done?
Yes, sir.
And you get that done, it makes it – this game is easy, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So Ryder, Coach Drake talked about peaking at the right time at the end of the season. As an offensive line unit, do you feel like the unit is peaking at the right time?
Oh, yes, sir. We're top of the peak right now. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Perfect timing for that. And Wendy, you're averaging over 7.5 yards a carry this season. What is your mindset when you see that first crease open up?
Score. Yes, sir.
Instantaneously, right?
Yes, sir. When I see the crease, I just want to – that's what I want to do. I don't want to score, but I just want to make the most of the opportunities I get when I see the crease.
You see daylight, you're ready to exploit that. I
Yes,
like
sir.
that.
Ryder, how does this performance against Corsicana build confidence heading into this next challenge? What does it say about the bond within your unit?
The bond with our unit's really tight. We do a lot together. Like yesterday, we went out to go eat at Pizza Hut just to talk to each other and all that.
Did you buy?
No, sir.
Oh.
Do you let the skill guys go with you? Or is that just a –
Oh, we're trying.
Okay. So, Wendy, what does this playoff run mean to you and your teammates is the first part of this question. And what has been driving you personally this week in preparation for this matchup?
I think it means a lot because of all the stuff we heard before the season, like we wasn't going to win a game because of this and that. And I think it means a lot to us, and just seeing how far we came and over everything we overcame and everything, and just hearing all the outside, and we just wanted to let them know that that's not true.
Ryder, Woodrow Wilson's defense is known for its speed and creating chaos. How are you preparing to handle their front come Friday night?
You stay calm. Take deep breaths. Know where you're going. Stay put. Don't jump off sides, really. No penalties.
know what's happening when you hit the line of scrimmage, right?
Yes, sir.
Where you play, where it's going, and what your assignment is?
Yes,
right
sir.
on, man.
So, Wendy, these are amazing statistics. You've rushed for 1,132 yards, 25 rushing touchdowns. Going into this game against the Wildcats on Friday night, how will this game fit into your journey as a senior leader?
I think this fits in the journey at the right time, actually. This is what we wanted from the start of the season, playoffs, and just taking it game by game, and I think it just came at the right time.
All right, Ryder, as the center, you're the communicator. What's the key to keeping that line unified against a disruptive defense?
Yeah, just calling out shots, like they walk down, stay guy, like for say Nate Garcia, if he has somewhere to go, just tell him stay put, like
right.
pulling, just make him stay. Or Roger too, just got to know what you're doing, keep calm.
So kind of audibling off of things that are called in the huddle, or not the huddle, but where they're supposed to be, and changing it at the line of scrimmage like a quarterback would audible a play, huh?
Yes, sir.
Right on. I like it.
So, Wendy, Woodrow Wilson has a fast, aggressive defense. What have you and the offensive line focused on to break through that team's aggression and pressure for Friday night?
I think we just taking it game by game. We watch film and we see the things that we would like to run, and we're just going to use it to our advantage.
Ryder, this is playoff football, man. I mean, how do you channel that emotion, without letting it overwhelm your execution?
Yeah, just keep calm to myself. Like, don't let anything be over my head. Just don't, be too happy for it, I guess you say.
Just don't let it be too big of a moment for what you've learned, what you can handle.
Yes, sir. It's just another game.
All right, there you go.
So Wendy, you've had just a number of electric runs this season, obviously with 25 touchdowns and all those yardage. But is there a single moment or a moment this season that has stood out to you and to your team where you felt like, we can make a deep playoff run as well as we're playing?
Yeah, I think it had to be Midlothian when I ran. I think it was a 75-yard touchdown. But when I got the ball, it just looked so perfect, and we all was talking about it like,
that's it.
That's it right there. That's it.
Wish it could happen every play, right?
Yeah.
All right, this game will be a battle in the trenches, and you know it. It's coming. Going in, what's your mindset to win in every snap?
Yeah, just keep calm. Just know what I'm doing. Help everybody else. If they don't know nothing, just help them.
When you're at the line of scrimmage and the defense unfolds in front of you, are there questions? Are there, do they come from the right? Do they come from the left? I mean, how do you handle that?
Yeah, so, me and Roger usually talk a lot. If he sees something I don't, we talk on the line. And then usually I just sit back and I look, try to see if I could look left or right. I hold my hand out, try to, seek it.
A little sign language?
Yeah.
So, Wendy, this is your final question. I'm going to make it a two-part question. The first part of this, as you've grown this year being a leader on this team, how do you want your teammates to remember your role in this playoff journey?
I want them to remember somebody who showed up, gave 110% for him every time, and made the most out of the opportunity that I have, and go out there and know they can trust me.
I like that, Wendy. And so now the second part of that question, if you had one message for Ennis Lions fans before kickoff on Friday night, what would that be?
To come out and support. That's what I would want. That's what would be the message. And be loud on third downs for the defense. We definitely need it. So the energy fuels us. So we need that.
Show up and show out.
Yes, sir.
And it's supposed to be a whiteout, right? It's supposed to be a whiteout.
Wear your white. That's what the cheerleaders
The
ask.
icy whites.
Yes, sir.
All right,
what else you got?
You battled in the trenches all season. What does this playoff moment mean to you as a senior anchor of that offensive line?
Just like another game. Like, we've been going through tough defensive linemen, like Terrell. They're a really good defensive line. Milo Harris was good. Just another game for us.
All right. Well, guys.
Job well done, fellas.
Great job.
Thank you.
How about a big round of applause right there for Wendy and Ryder? Fantastic job, guys. Good luck Friday night. Go get that W.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, appreciate it, gentlemen. Stay right here with us.
Yes, sir.
We'll go to a quick timeout brought to you by Webster, McNair, and McLeod. We'll be back with more Ennis Line Coach Talk with Don Drake and more Ennis Line players right after this.
Let's be honest, moving is stressful. Nobody looks forward to packing up and hauling out. That's why you want to call Frank Weaver at A1A Movers in Ennis. One quick phone call, a few details, and just like that, your move is booked. Their team, total pros, friendly, experienced, and efficient. This isn't a weekend gig for them. Moving is what they do, day in and day out. Homes, businesses, local or long distance, one haul does it all. If you're planning a move, get with the crew you can trust. Visit A1AMoving.com. A1A Movers, your move made easy.
Interstate Bank and Trinity Capital Bank are proud supporters of our Ennis Lions. These two hometown teams share a commitment to excellence and community. At ESB, customers come first with friendly, personal service only a true local bank can provide. With locations in Ennis, Sunnyvale, Dallas, and Forney, they're always close by and ready to help. Interstate Bank and the Ennis Lions, two of the best teams in town. Go Lions! Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
On the field, it's all about defense. And at Prestige Contracting, we bring that same winning mindset when it comes to your roof. We're here to block out leaks, tackle storm damage, and keep your home and business protected all season long. Don't wait until the next storm puts you on the sideline. Trust Prestige Contracting, the hometown roofing team that always plays to win. Call 469-337-3049 or visit prestigecontracting.llc. Building strong roofs and strong communities.
Rooftime General Contractors is a full-service contractor serving Ennis, Waxahachie, and the DFW Metroplex. Rooftime brings an experienced, friendly, skilled, and knowledgeable staff to your projects with 30 years of experience in residential and commercial insurance claims resolution. If you have storm damage and you need a free estimate or an inspection, contact EHS alum Joanne Jones, Scott Laza, or Blake Butler with Rooftime General Contractors at 972-723-8463 or follow them on Facebook. It's prime time for Rooftime. Howdy, folks. This is Dr. Matt Boyd. Our staff at Ennis Veterinary Clinic is positively passionate about your pets. We've been providing the very best care for your four-legged friends here in Ennis for more than 40 years. Dr. Jason Zollinger and I and all the clinic doctors are available for full-service medical and surgical care for your furry friends. Come on in and see our newly remodeled facility or check us out at EnnisVetClinic.com and find some warm hearts for those cold noses. Ennis Veterinary Clinic is proud to support the Ennis Lions.
Need electrical work done right the first time? Since 1976, Angel Electrical Construction has powered business with pride. From commercial industrial projects to healthcare and data centers, our licensed technicians handle it all, big or small. With offices in Dallas, Fort Worth, and right here in Ennis, we're just around the corner, ready to serve and proudly support our Ennis Lions. Call 214-824-6369. or visit angelecc.com. Angel Electrical Construction, where power meets pride.
We are back live from Fern in the Wild with more Coach Talk with Don Drake, with a couple more Ennis Line players here, Cash Hendricks and Andre Ibanez.
Give it up.
Fellas, appreciate y'all being here. Have a little Q&A with you guys. Did you decide I go first or you go first?
Go ahead.
I go first.
Oh, we can flip, I guess.
Andre, we're going to start with you, brother. You've been perfect on your PATs all season long. I don't think you've missed one. Just the one missed field goal. Almost had that one, too. Mm-hmm. What goes through your mind leading up to those high-pressure kicks?
Well, when I'm up there, I try not to think too much about it because I feel like if I overthink it, I'm going to just miss it. And, you know, on Wednesdays we do on field goals in the morning, and I think what helps a lot is when Coach Drake's just chirping in my ear. It makes me just have to lock in and focus on the kick and just about it.
It works, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, Andre,
smart guy.
Our sideline reporter, Bart Harrison, swears up and down that you can kick a 60-yard field goal during pregame. Is that true?
It's true. I do it. It depends sometimes, but I can hit a 55 with no doubt, guaranteed.
You just hope you get the chance, right?
That's money.
Yeah. All right, Cash, you posted 9 tackles in the win over Corsicana, continuing your season average. What was clicking for you defensively that night?
Yeah, so, I mean, going into the game, we had to know what was at stake. And, I realized that I knew that this was, I had to lay everything out on the field. I had to give it my all just because it was now or never. That could have potentially been our last game. We got, the opportunity to go on. But I think what was clicking most in my head was everybody telling me, go get them, lay it out there. Don't hold anything back. Right. And before the game, Mr. Bart come up to me and said, I want you to go try to kill somebody. And said, I said,
accessory
all right,
to the crime.
we're gonna make it happen, and we're gonna give it all and lay it all out there. So
great.
So Andre, let's talk about this because you're not a regular everyday kicker. You contribute at wide receiver, you return kicks. We talked about your kicking prowess. Talk about balancing all of that, the responsibilities to the team, doing a variety of things to help the team. How do you do all of that and do it well?
Well, I think I just try to focus on one thing at a time and not overdo things. So, when I'm a receiver, I don't worry about nothing else but catching the ball, blocking, and running it, you know what I mean? Because sometimes I go to running back and also do that. But when I kick, I just focus on kicking. I don't worry about nothing else. And when I go to return, I just focus on catching the ball and trying to find a hole to run into and just score a touchdown, hopefully.
Good job at hand. All right.
Right on.
All right, Cash. Ennis held Corsicana to just 13 points. As the defensive leader, how did you and the unit communicate and adjust throughout that game to make that happen?
So, again, like I said, we knew what was at stake. So through the game, a defense is always going to have adversity. You're always going to face some sort of adversity as a defense. So, yeah, we might let up big plays. We might, screw up every now and then. But, I mean, I don't know if y'all remember, but going into halftime, we made a stop on the 1-yard line. And that whole time, I am reminding the guys, they are not scoring. They're not getting in this end zone. We have to stop them here. And through me saying that and through the others saying that and believing that, that's how we make those things happen.
Well, that's great momentum, too. And, momentum swings, it's not always just an offensive thing.
No, sir.
It's just as big defensively.
Yes, sir.
Good job.
Hey, Andre, you had a reception that went for 32 yards. Can you walk us through that play and what made that play click?
What game was that?
What game was that?
What was it? Excuse me.
The long reception of 32 yards?
Oh, I believe it was Burleson, wasn't it? Centennial? No?
Because I wasn't back yet for that Burleson game.
It was a district game.
Was it
Greenville?
Greenville or Terrell? I think it might have been the Terrell one.
Yeah, I think it was
Terrell.
You're supposed to remember that.
Do you remember that catch?
Mm-hmm. It was
describe that route.
A tunnel screen. So
okay.
It was a tunnel screen. So as soon as they called the play, I knew that the ball was going to be in my hand. So I had to make something happen. So as soon as I got the ball, I tried to find Big Duke because it's the biggest blocker we have out there. So I tried to just kind of follow him. When I went to the right, I seen there was Terrell players just coming across, just rushing around. So once I seen them do that, I just cut it back to the left and just ran as fast as I can to try not to get tackled. But once I was getting tackled, I was thinking about pitching the ball to Wendarius, but I didn't want to cause no fumble.
Hey, he's playing 3 roles. We'll forgive him.
Exactly.
All right. Okay, Cash, tell us how good it felt when you crossed the goal line with that fumble recovery. I waited long enough. I can't wait.
Man, I can't tell you the amount of excitement and the feel-good that I got when I actually crossed that line. Because I don't know if y'all saw, but when I picked up that ball, I stumbled all the way 5 yards past the end zone.
Yeah.
And when I finally crossed and I caught my footing, I held that ball up, and I just the excitement and the feeling that I had can't be replicated. That was my first touchdown ever.
It was like you was crossing the finish line in track or something.
Yes. I almost had to lay out there. But, that feeling was it was something special. It's something that I'm never going to forget.
Right on.
So, Andre, you're averaging 13.5 yards per catch. How do you create separation and find space in tight coverage?
I think a big part of that plays in that is the schemes that we run and the plays that we run that just open up space for everybody. But especially when they're manned up, I'm not the biggest dude, so I can't just go up there, make a catch like everybody else can. So I feel like speed is a big part of my game with creative separation, because once I put my head down and I go, a lot of people think that I'm just going to keep going, but when in reality, I'm just going to break down and catch the ball.
Cash, Corsicana came in with a balanced attack. What part of their offense challenged y'all the most, and how did you respond to it?
So there was two, pretty key players to their offense that were, causing hurt to us that night. It was number 0 and number 7. Mm-hmm. They both played running back, and number 7 played receiver too.
Right.
He played more running back that game, and I know number 0 had a big run break. I know 7 almost got away a couple of times, and they were what we were trying to contain most. So if we could stop the run and we could stop the deep ball to number 14 that they liked, then we knew we had the game in the bag. And so after we did that, it was game over.
Had it going y'all's way, huh?
So, Andre, special teams oftentimes fly under the radar. What does it mean to you to be a contributor at such a high level in that phase of the game?
It means a lot to me, especially because special teams can really make or break the game. If you miss a field goal, you go down by 1, and that could be the ultimate. What would you say? What really ends the game right there. A lot of times, you can make a field goal to win the game, kick it out. Like what we did against Poteet, that was a big part of winning that game, especially at the end with Isaiah going down there to get a tackle after the squib. If he didn't get that tackle and he broke it for a touchdown, could have been our season right there.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants to step up for that last-minute kick to win a ball game, but you like that moment.
I love it.
Right on.
Cash, Woodrow Wilson's offense is known for its speed and misdirection. What is your outlook heading into the game? Like, a leader of the defense, where's your mind at?
So, as long as we can contain that speed and that misdirection, as long as everybody does their job and executes to the best of their ability, I think we're going to be just fine. We're a defense that if we do that and we execute, it's hard to stop. So, our defense is tough. Our defense is physical. And with the toughness, physicality, and execution that Coach Drake likes to talk about and tries to instill in us, I think, really, we're going to do very, very well against Woodrow Wilson.
Plus, if you keep putting points on the board.
Andre, what does wearing the Ennis jersey mean to you, especially in your senior season with so many roles that you have on this team?
It means a lot to me, especially coming in as a transfer. I get a lot more opportunities here than I did when I was at my former school. I feel a lot more loved here, and I feel like I really help a lot, especially doing all those roles. I feel like I can just contribute a lot to the team and the success that we had this season.
Very cool.
Cash, if you could send one message to the Ennis fans making that trip to Dallas, what would it be?
We're going to need all the support we can get. We're going to need y'all to be loud, and we're going to need everybody that can possibly show up to show up, because this is big, and we are going to make a run. We're not done yet.
You heard him.
You got to love that. Guys, stay right here while we go into a commercial break. Thank you, Cash Hendricks. Thank you, Andre Ibanez. Appreciate it. Good luck Friday night.
Yes, sir.
We'll take another quick timeout.
Great job, guys.
Back with more Coach Talk with Don Drake when we return right after this.
Navarro Contracting is locally owned by Ennis Line alumni Corey and Cody Navarro, offering turnkey construction services and excellent workmanship. Navarro Contracting has 14 years of experience and keen knowledge of the industry. You will receive exceptional customer service and hassle-free completion of all your project needs start to finish. For a job well done, call Navarro Contracting at 469-550-4515, a proud sponsor of the Ennis Lions.
The boys are back in town, so gear up for another Ennis Lions football season with some new glass. Here at Ennis Glass, the job isn't finished until you're satisfied. Family owned and operated for 35 years, Mike and Chris Vasquez knows what it takes to get the job done right.
So call now and get your free estimate today, 972-878-9902. That's 972-878-9902. Financing available.
The glass that lasts. Ennis Glass. Proud sponsors of Ennis Lions football.
I'm Jeff Irish, your Ennis Edward Jones financial advisor. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Ennis Lions football on the Ennis Sports Network. Call me today, 972-875-4706, or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. Making sense of investing. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Looking for the best personal protection and hunting season needs in town? Mosey on over to Ennis Pond and Loan, your one-stop shop for everything from tools to treasure. Located at 901 Lake Marble Road in Ennis, where we buy, sell, and trade tools, jewelry, gold, silver, and more. Our experienced team is here to help with appraisals and repairs. Our license to carry classes are held every second Saturday of the month with private sessions available upon request. Visit our shop or give us a call at 972-875-9200. Ennis Pond and Loan. Trusted, local, and always loaded with great deals.
Kozlowski's Collision Repair is run by a family that will treat your vehicle like their own. Located in Ennis, they provide professional and affordable collision repair that you can depend on. Dent removal, auto body work, and collision repair, you name it, and you'll take care of it. Contact Kozlowski's Collision Repair today at 972-875-3900 for all of your collision repair needs. Kozlowski's Collision Repair, a proud sponsor of the Ennis Lions.
At the Baker Firm, Fidelity National Title, our goal is to complete your real estate transaction as quickly and smoothly as possible. Located at 116 North Dallas Street in historical downtown Ennis, the Baker Firm is here to service all your real estate needs while still providing that one-on-one personal relationship. Whether you're buying or selling a home, investment, or commercial property, we can help you get from contract to close, all while offering the best customer service in the business. Call us at 469-894-2152. The Baker Firm, Fidelity National Title. It's always better with Baker.
And we are live. Welcome back, everybody, to Fern in the Wild with more Coach Talk with Don Drake. I'm Tim Samuels along with Ronnie Greer. And joining us now, Coach Monsivais.
Yes, sir, Monsivais.
Monsivais.
Yes, sir.
We've been struggling, Coach. Can we call you Coach?
That's fine. I tell everybody call me Coach Vic.
Coach, go ahead and pull your microphone down here. Just thank you, sir, very much.
We want the folks to hear you.
And I believe we got Coach Martin also with us here. And do you want to let Coach introduce his players now?
Well, let's do this one, and then we'll do that.
Jump right in.
Coach, who is Victor Monsivais? Where did he come from, and how did you get here?
To be short and sweet,
Yeah.
I'm a family man. I'm a girl dad, someone that's passionate about soccer. And I originally came to Ennis as a full-time police officer with the school district. And then I had an opportunity to get into the classroom and coach girls soccer as an assistant, and to coach two of my daughters as their assistant. So that's how I got to Ennis.
Oh, man, that's a great one. Why don't you go ahead and introduce your coach and your girls?
Well, this evening brought assistant coach Brittany Martin. I have freshman Zoe Cepeda, sophomore Mia Vasquez, and then two of my senior captains, Morelli Arias and Stacy Escovel.
All right. Go ahead, get that one in, Tim.
We'll do it. So, Coach, how do you describe your coaching style or your tactical approach going into this season?
My coaching style is based on accountability and discipline. I'm a firm believer that we have to be disciplined in what we do in order to be better. And, as far as tactical approaches going into the season, I want to be aggressive on offense, trying to score goals, something we lacked last year. And I don't want to sit back and defend regardless of who we're playing, whether it's the top team or the bottom teams. I want people to know that we're here to play.
Right on.
Coach, which of your returning players do you see stepping into key leadership roles?
Well, I have two captains here, but this season, Mia here stepped up big time. She's a sophomore. I mean, she had a couple injuries last year, but she was one of our leading scorers before she got injured, and she's been taking a big step starting this summer, and just it's continued throughout this summer workouts and the off season, and so I think she's ready to take a role in leadership with this team.
All right.
So, Coach, what are your top goals for the team this season, both on and off the field?
So on the field, I want to score some goals. Like I said a while ago, we only scored 1 goal in district, and it was in our last game. And I want these girls to apply pressure. I want them to have some confidence and just step up and know that they have this ability to do it, and that we're going to surprise some teams.
Well, Coach, are there what about newcomers other than your sophomore? Is there a couple of newcomers that are underclassmen that we should keep our eyes on?
Yes, sir. One of them's here. Her name's Zoe Cepeda. She's a freshman, and she's jumped into the summer workouts, the off-season conditioning program, and just taking it by the horn, as they say, and just has really been a bright spot in our program this year.
How does that make you feel when a young one jumps up and they're just soaking it in like a sponge?
It's exciting. She's not as vocal, but I want to say her play is leading these girls. She's setting an example as far as the way she practices, the way she carries herself in the team.
Lead by action.
So, Coach Martin, this question is for you. How do you complement Coach Monsivice's leadership style, and what is your focus in helping the team succeed this season?
I compliment Coach Monsivice's style just by keeping the energy high, making those connections with our players, making sure they're ready to execute at all times. Coach Vic's game plan. My focus and vision for the season is just keeping the team consistent and accountable, making sure they're confident and locked in from start to finish.
Coach Martin, how have you helped Coach make the changes in the off-season training and bringing the kids along as leading up to the season?
I think we just work well together. We have a game plan, and kind of where he likes, I pick up, and where I like, he picks up. So we just complement each other very well.
Good.
So, Coach Monsivice, let me ask you this: talk about team chemistry and resilience. How are you building that? How are you working towards that, establishing that going into this season?
That was tricky because girls can be catty, right? And this year it's been the first time since I've been here that I felt that we've all meshed as a group. And a lot of it has to do with the attitude of some of these younger girls with our leaders. So these 4 girls here just take it upon themselves to keep everybody in line, and then just bring a fun energy, a playful energy that it's meshing very well. So I've kind of taken a step back in what I'm trying to do personally, and just kind of let it happen organically.
So you're kind of liking that continuity and cohesiveness that seems to be coming about?
Coach, what matchups or rivalries are you most looking forward to this season?
I'm looking forward to play everybody. I honestly think we're going to surprise some people. But as far as matchups, I think we match up really well with the team that we've struggled with here recently, which is Corsicana. We're very similar, but I think the hard work that we put in this summer, in this off season, is going to set us apart this year. Not to say they're not, but I'm confident in what we're doing and what my girls are able to do.
So a 2-part question here, Coach. What do you see as the biggest challenge facing this team this year, and how are you preparing for that?
I think our biggest challenge is going to be ourselves, and I'm going to say health. Well, we struggled with some health last year, and it's things that happen on accident, a couple of concussions, but what we're doing now, our off-season program, working out, we're running, we're doing recovery sessions and taking ice baths, we're doing stretching programs. We're just trying to work out in a bunch of different ways just to, trick those muscles and get these girls really ready to start working and performing.
All right, if y'all would, hand those young ladies your headsets, and we'll get these questions for them. Be sure you get it up in here, okay? Can y'all say check, check?
Check, check.
All right. All right, Marley, we're going to go with you first. What does this final season mean to you personally, and how are you approaching it differently than the past seasons?
As a senior, I feel like this season, personally for me, feels like more than just titles and trophies. And I feel like we're approaching it differently because of the chemistry and bond that we built on this team. And that's just something we didn't have in these past few years.
Okay, well, what legacy do you hope to leave behind for the program and its future players?
I hope to leave a legacy behind that players should live by their values, and perspective is everything, because I feel like our team feels like the negative and the obstacles that we overcome feels more like opportunities, and that's just something important that we have. And I hope to leave that legacy.
Well, absolutely. Well spoken.
All right, Stacy, you're up next. Stacy, have you grown as a player and as a leader during your time at Ennis High School?
I feel like I've grown as a player and a leader by challenging myself and being someone who's not afraid to speak their mind.
So here's the second part to that question. How do you want your teammates and coaches to remember your impact that you've had on this program?
I want my peers to remember me as someone who holds each other accountable and to not be afraid to work harder than others, even if it's shows too much for other people.
Outstanding.
What kind of expectations do either both of you, same question, what kind of expectations do you have for the season?
I feel like people to not give up, even though it's hard and we all struggle. Even if we make mistakes, it's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. You just gotta push through it and finish it.
I'm agreeing with her. She said everything right.
That's a pretty good answer, wasn't it? I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to compete with that either. Well, ladies, thank you so much, Coach. Best of luck to you.
Thank you very much.
We'll be out to see you.
Appreciate it. How about
let me say one thing. The sports got my respect. I went to a playoff game over in Athens one time. It was about 19 degrees, and y'all was out there in shorts, and I tell you what, I don't think I could have handled it. No.
Yeah, it gets tough sometimes,
bet
especially when the wind's blowing. Man, they cut right through those. I don't care what you got on, it's cutting right through it.
I mean, when we were out there playing ball, at least we had some, pads and pants and what have you on. But I tell you what, it's a tough game. You got my respect.
Thank you, sir.
Before we let you go,
Yes,
so
sir.
the season opener is when?
Our first scrimmage is December 12th, and it's at Waxahachie. And then our first district game, I believe, is January 21st at Kaufman.
All right. Coach, best of luck to you.
Thank you very much.
And to your team. Great job, ladies. Appreciate you being here tonight.
Thank you.
One final big round of applause. Appreciate that very much.
Yes, sir.
Ronnie, any final thoughts, my brother?
Man, I had a good time tonight. Everybody did a great job. We sure appreciate all y'all coming out. Please, drag somebody with you. Bring 5 people, each of you. Bring 5 people to the stadium. We want to see a big crowd. White out at Forrester Field
7
Friday
o'clock.
night. Kickoff at 7:30.
And if you can't be there, of course, we'll have pregame brought to you by Doc's Beverage and the Harmony Bank presentation of Ennis Lions football.
I was going to say, you can watch the game on your phone in the stands. And that way you got instant replay in your pocket.
How about that? All right, Ronnie, well, that's going to do it. You've been watching and listening to an exclusive broadcast of Coach Talk with Don Drake right here on Ennis Sports Network YouTube channel. For our fine host at Fern in the Wild, talk show sponsor, Webster McNair McLeod, and the Ennis Sports Network crew of Sandy Greer, Bart Harrison, Rick Nelson, Charlie Seitz, Tony Armstrong, Kevin Bohannon, Todd Jones, technical engineer Cody Dickerson, and our head man in charge, Ronnie Greer. I'm Tim Samuel saying good night, everybody. Getting ready for game day? Doc's Beverage and Convenience Store has everything Ennis Lions fans need, from snacks and drinks to services that keep you rolling. Inside, the Kolache Depot serves up the best kolaches in Texas. You don't want to miss out. Need cash, quick cleanup, Docs has an ATM, check cashing, and even a car wash that earns you 10 cents off per gallon of fuel. Stop by the drive-thru or check wash to get freshened up before kickoff. Open 24/7 on Ennis Avenue west of I-45. Docs is proud to support Ennis and the Ennis Lions.
When it comes to keeping your railroad on track, trust the experts at Lone Star Railroad Contractors. Family owned and based in Ennis, Texas since 1993, we're a 24/7 on-call service for maintenance and construction, covering routes from New Mexico to Nebraska, Texas to Tennessee. Don't get derailed. Let us keep your rails clean, safe, and moving. Proud sponsors of the Ennis Lions. Visit LoneStarRailroad.com or call Josh Newman at 972-878-9500. Lone Star Railroad Contractors, we're making tracks.
Interstate Bank and Trinity Capital Bank are proud supporters of our Ennis Lions. These two hometown teams share a commitment to excellence and community. At ESB, customers come first with friendly, personal service only a true local bank can provide. With locations in Ennis, Sunnyvale, Dallas, and Forney, they're always close by and ready to help. Interstate Bank and the Ennis Lions, two of the best teams in town. Go Lions!
Hey, Ennis Lions fans, keeping up with a business and understanding its tax obligations can seem overwhelming and complicated. McElroy and Associates is here to help. They offer services including accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, and tax preparation. Their office is informal, their staff is approachable, and their rates are competitive. To schedule an appointment, call 469-903-6101. McElroy and Associates. They look forward to helping you discover a better way to run your business. When life changes in an instant, you need a legal team with a legacy of winning high-stakes, serious injury, and wrongful death cases. At Webster, McNair, and McLeod, we fight aggressively to secure the full compensation you deserve. With over 120 years of combined experience and nationally recognized trial lawyers, we bring trusted strength to complex litigation. Go to wvmlaw.com or call 713-581-3900. Webster, McNair, and McLeod. When the stakes are high, experience matters.
Are you looking to buy or sell your new home in Ennis, Ellis County, or beyond? Call Amelia Valdez at City Real Estate, where we turn for sale into sold. Bilingual, professional, and dedicated, Amelia and the City Real Estate agents offer a seamless professional service with a personal touch. Whether you're a first-time home buyer or ready to list property, Amelia Valdez and her team have the experience and passion to guide you every step of the way. Visit us at 102 West Ennis Avenue or call 469-658-5506. Amelia Valdez, City Real Estate. Your home, your future, your sold.